Hello everyone. In this video you're going to learn how to apply all the things that we learned in the previous video, like table, how to create a table in your web page, and then how to customize it, how to make apply designs on that by using CSS. So food and fitness website, what I have been using for the lab practice description, right now it looks like this, right? With the fitness page looks like this, and I'm going to add a table by applying the concepts that we learned in table and the appropriate CSS values. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm just going to copy the previous file of lab practice and then rename it as chapter 9. Okay, so here in the fitness page I'm going to add some table. So I'm going to open this in HTML. Okay, so here you can see I'm going to add table here. After this, you strengthen your soul. Here I'm going to add a table. Okay, so let me go and check where is that particular. Okay, so this is the page, the fitness.html page, and you can see that we are going to add it after this paragraph. After that list we are going to add it. Sorry, here in the fitness page, after this list we are going to add the table. Okay, so go to your header. So I'm going to go to the header, and then here after this DL tag I'm going to create a table. Okay, so then I'm going to add rows. Okay, so then I'm going to create headers. So instead of, since it is TD cell, you can look at that. So these are the headers. Okay, so instead of using TD cell, I'm going to use TH for all these things. Okay, so the first header is exercise, and the second header is description, similarly I'm going to add all the headers. Okay, so I have added all the headers, which is going to be the first row. Okay, so save it and just refresh the page and see how our table header is created. Okay, so you can see this is our first header. We are going to add stuff. We didn't add any other rows, so it doesn't look like a table. So let's add more rows. So the first information that we are going to display is this one: yoga for all, and then advanced yoga, Zumba, meditation, cardiac exercises. Okay, so first let's create a row for yoga for all. So the first TD cell is yoga for all, and the description for that exercise is beginners yoga, anyone can participate. Okay, and then I'm going to give the time and all the information as a different TD cells. You can see I have added the time as 4 to 5 and the monthly charge for member and monthly charge for non-member. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this and paste it for all other yoga exercise classes. So this is going to be advanced yoga. So I'm just going to edit and update the concepts. Advanced yoga. So intermediate and advanced level yoga practices. And then this yoga time, let's change the yoga time and cost. Okay, so I have updated the time and the cost. Okay, so then the next row, I'm creating the next row. So the next row is going to be Zumba class. Okay, so I'm going to add Zumba class here. Okay, so the description is going to be open all. We don't need to be dancer. And I'm just updating the timing and cost information here. Okay, and then I'm creating the next class, that is meditation class. Okay, so then I'm updating the class information and description, all those things. Open to all. Okay, so and then I'm updating the time and fees information. Okay, the same thing is for the next row, that is cardiac exercise class is the next row that I have created. So I'm just updating it for cardiac exercises. So description, open to all, and the date, time and the fees. Okay, so we have just created our table. Let's save it and refresh our page and see how it looks like. So you can see this is how it looks like, and we are going to update it like by adding all the CSS properties. We are going to make it beautiful, kind of look neat like this. Okay, so now our job is going to be on CSS. Okay, so open the CSS. Open the CSS in the IDE. Okay, so here somewhere we are going to add our table information. Okay, so I'm going to add the table here, all the CSS here. So the first property that we are going to update is border property. Okay, so let's add a table property where we are going to say some border, assign some border of 2 pixel, solid border of some 3. Let's pick this color. Okay, so this color, and then let's save it and refresh the page and see how it looks like. So you can see we have assigned some border, and then let's use border collapse property. Okay, let's use the TD and TH property so that we can customize the cell. So TD TH property, where we are going to assign some padding so that it will not get crowded, 0.5 em, and then we are going to assign some border for all the values, 2 pixel, solid, and some color values. Let's use the same color value. Save it and refresh the page. You can see we have added some padding. Okay, but the border doesn't appear. It could be because this typo error. Now we can see that the border appears, but we want our border to be like this, not merged. We want it to be like, we don't want the space between these cells. Okay, so to avoid that, we have to use border collapse property so that there will not be any space between these cells, border cells. So the border collapse property, I have to say collapse, Save it and refresh the page. You can see now we don't see the space. Okay, and the next property that we are going to apply is text align center, so that we can bring all the values. Here you can see it is left aligned, so we're going to bring everything to center. So we know what we can use for that. So TD, all the cells, we're going to say the text align should be center, so that all the cells will have a center aligned value. You can see everything get aligned to center. So the last thing that we are going to do is adding some colors. Okay, so we can see that all odd number of rows is going to have some color values. Okay, so let's do that. We are going to use pseudo class for that. The or nth of type, so you can simply say odd, and this we are going to pick some colors from our web page itself. So we have used the F7, this color value, for the body, so I have just picked the color from that. Okay, save this, and all the odd number, all rows will have this background values. Okay, so let's save this and refresh the page. Now we can see all the 1, 3, 5. Okay, leaving the header, all the TD cells got that value 1, 3, 5. Okay, so that is how the pseudo class works for the navigation. Okay, so if you want to give some color to the header, you can pick some color and specify it. TH background color. You can pick some purple color, so you can see, let's pick this color. Save. You can see the header appears in that color. Okay, so now it looks like a neat website. If you want, you can increase this size, the padding size of this. It could be because there is space here. Okay, so feel free to apply different CSS property to make your table to look beautiful. Okay, see you in the next video.